Good afternoon and welcome to LUTV's coverage of the 21s Premier League 2 campaign getting underway this afternoon against West Bromwich Albion at Thorp Arch. This will be Leeds' third game of the season in total. They've played in the Premier League Cup and the National League Cup. We'll get into all of that shortly. We'll go through the teams quickly with Leeds United going Darryl Ombang, Harvey Vincent, Louis Philpott, Ollie Pickles, Louis Enahoro-Marcus, a Trialist, Jacob Brenda, Sam Chambers, Njinko, Sam Alker and Josh McDonald. The bench is George Kenyon, Coben Bird, Freddie Lane, Kenneth Mensah and Johnny Howson. So the start 11 for West Brom is Wallis, Maughan, Dupont, Blackshields, McNeil, Colesby, Parmar, Francis Caesar, Iddrisa, Pinnington and French. Before the game, we'll bring you West Brom subs shortly, but we want to pay our respects. There will be a minute's applause ahead of kick-off today. Kevin Castro, a former West Brom player, has sadly passed away over the weekend, and we send our thoughts to all connected to him, his family and friends, ahead of this minute's applause. So they're ready for kick-off. I'll bring you the West Brom subs. That's Brady, Letlat, Bray, Mohammed and Lucas. Coach is Lee Downing. Delighted to be joined by Ben Parker once again for today's action. And a real opportunity. The Cup's a great, Ben. Of course, the league is where the team will be judged the most amongst their peers. You know, try to improve on last year's position. And a fresh start against a team that were very similar level to them last year.
Yeah, good afternoon, Tom, and good afternoon to everyone else tuning in to the start of the Premier League 2 campaign and what was a difficult night down at Boreham Wood, but encouraging signs, particularly in the second half. And when you're 5-0 down, you're just trying to salvage anything out of the game, and we won the second half 2-0, and plenty to be worked on between then and this game. But I got a glimpse of West Brom in pre-season, and they're a strong outfit, they're a big side, they've got pace out wide, so it's going to be a good test again for this young Leeds United team. But if they can take the lessons learned, build upon the second half performance from Boreham Wood, should make for a good game.
So West Brom will kick us off in their red away strip today. Good header right in the doors from Enahoro-Marcus. Philpott gets involved. There's no surprise that the pitch is looking as perfect as ever at Thorp Arch. We're not at that stage of the season just yet when the wind will start to play its part, as they often do in this on this very pitch, as West Brom attack early. And work to do for Ombang, which he deals with. West Brom asking for a foul for the pull on the shirt by Philpott. It's now with Blackshields, who has managed to get his way past Alker. He's managed to get a set piece. Quite passionate affair though, Ben. There's some good strong duels going on.
Yeah, and when I had a glimpse of West Brom in pre-season, that's what they try and do with their build-up play, get it wide as quick as possible. As I said, they've got pace, they've got strength in the wide areas, try and get balls into the box. And the thing we need to learn from Boreham Wood is defending these set pieces. So first 90 seconds to deal with one now.
Enahoro-Marcus is duty to do so. Pickles turns it further forward as well. It's behind for an early goal kick. Vincent looking for Njinko, brought under control by Alker. The first touch and the second were pretty crafty. Need to show a bit of aggression. He wants a free kick from the official, but none given. You can hear the West Brom players pretty buoyed and fired up by the challenge as they dispossess, and that's a late one from Chambers, and the West Brom players are quick to show their frustration. I think they often say in the beautiful game, Ben, that this is quite a common occurrence. When players think they should get a free kick, they get a bit frustrated, and then the next challenge in from one of those teammates is one with a bit of aggression.
Yeah, and we've seen over the last couple of years, Sam Chambers isn't one to shirk away from a challenge. But that's the nature of the game, especially in that middle of the park. Number 8 on his back, whether he plays a little bit deeper today. We'll soon find out how the game pans out that way. Maybe Alker coming into that number 10 position, just in behind Njinko. So quite fluid in terms of the shape and how we're going to be playing today.
Philpott dispossessed, it's poked forward by West Brom and Iddrisa. Thankfully for Leeds, nothing comes of that attack. French is the one leading the charge up front. The 20 jersey for West Brom. West Brom have managed to get a good bit of possession here in a dangerous area, and Enahoro-Marcus shuts it down timely. Some important interceptions from him early doors. Leeds lose the second battle again. West Brom are fired up for this, and Enahoro-Marcus with a nudge in the back. Try to match the aggression, which I think is a good idea. Issue was, can't do that from behind.
Yeah, and we just got spread in terms of the shape too. Bigger distances between the back line and our forward players, and West Brom turned the ball over and just utilised the space in the middle of the park, and good interception from Enahoro-Marcus, but then trying to win the ball back on the second phase, give away a free kick, time to regroup.
West Brom player goes to ground. There's a header which Ombang smothers and dives on it. Could have been awkward for him. He had some very eye-catching displays last year for the 21s. He's tried to release Njinko. Picked up by Wallis, who's got pressure from Njinko. Charging forward is McDonald, who had such a say in that game the other night in the second half after coming off the bench. Got an assist and a goal. Leeds have got a free kick, and quite a timely one, because I don't think Leeds want the game to be stop-start, but 5 minutes in, it just feels like everything that has been an infringement has been Leeds being pulled up for it. So at least it stops the flow of West Brom momentum, Ben.
Yeah, a little bit of that, yeah. In just these kind of areas where West Brom are trying to set a little trap, almost lulling Leeds into the kind of sense they're not going to press, but it's up to Leeds, like I say, option on the ball is important, and you're right to mention about McDonald coming on at half-time the other evening and had a real impact onto the game.
Yeah, mightily impressive he was, as we say, and we know what he can produce in that competition. He did it when Leeds lifted the trophy a few seasons ago. Good battle again. Alker's done tremendous well. He's had his shirt pulled. Referee's a close look at it. He's still being handled, and he's done tremendously well. He actually kept hold of the ball, which is maybe the most impressive thing, through the attention of Blackshields. Interesting, the referee hasn't had a word with him as a warning. But the close control, the ability to keep hold of it. I think the referee was looking to give a free kick. He was waiting for that contact, trying to let the game flow.
Yeah, I'm just surprised the yellow card didn't come out, because Alker, as you said, did ever so well with his close control. Got the opposite side of the West Brom player, and 9 times out of 10 you do see a yellow for those situations, but free kick has been awarded.
Got two over it. Alker steps over the top. Will allow Pickles to wrap that foot around it, and Enahoro-Marcus trying to guide it on. And unfortunately for Leeds, an opportunity that goes astray. Difficult technique, Ben, but as a first set piece, you see that as a positive?
Yeah, it was good to see just putting the ball into the box, because I think we see a lot of teams in the Premier League too, similar situations where the free kick is and play it short, try and go out the other side. But sometimes the best policy is just get the ball into the box, let your centre halves compete for it.
West Brom getting in behind with French. Philpott is nudged to the ground. He gets up with no complaints. He just had the wrong side of the striker. And an unfortunate touch for West Brom, thankfully received by Leeds inside the 8th minute. Frantic pace being played. Even when Leeds have got a goal kick, there's Ombang looking to take it as quickly as possible. It's a foul on Alker. Leeds have got every right to complain at that. I think Sam Alker's got every right to stay down as well. That would have hurt. Powerful centre-back in Noah Dupont, the captain. Is he intending to hurt him here, Ben? You're an ex-defender. Does he know what he's doing?
He's just mistimed it horribly wrong, hasn't he? And yeah, it can be sore ones, those, because probably not expecting that kind of level of impact. Good to see he's back on his feet though.
Unfortunate slip that from Render. Chambers picks it up by wearing the 8 on his back today. Traditionally expected to sit a little deeper than perhaps we have seen him. He was playing left wing and 10 on Tuesday. Philpott's pass is blocked, and immediately making a run was Iddrisa, and he's got behind. The cutback is a timely one. Opportunity knocks, and a second time around, and Leeds get away with it. It's a block at the last second. And just when you thought the net was going to bulge with not one but two shooting opportunities, Leeds survive.
Yeah, a real warning sign, because we've seen so many times over the years, haven't we, Tom, that you give the ball away, you get punished at this level, and if it wasn't for that last-ditch kind of block, West Brom would be a goal ahead, and like I say, it's just a warning sign that we just need to be razor sharp, and if we're going to give the ball away, recovery runs, they need to be a lot quicker to get back into shape.
Headed away by Vincent. Philpott to Pickles, who's switched the play effortlessly. What a pass. Render's first touch was good. His second is taken away from him. Good tackle from Colesby. Vincent picks up the pieces. The rebound will fall to Chambers. West Brom cover, and it's been a really competitive game, this. There's real intensity. You can hear the passion on show, and every single challenge, incident, cross is being encouraged, moaned at. That's a great tackle. We really want to see Leeds doing well, but you can appreciate when the opposition do something good, and West Brom have been bang at it so far.
It was a great pass, wasn't it, from Pickles, just to get Render away, and his eyes must have lit up all that space, trying to bear down on goal. You're right to say West Brom did ever so well, just get back in numbers.
Chambers, as he always does, glides forward in possession. Poked away at the last second, doesn't reach Render. Deep from McNeil. Philpott staying with him as long as he can, but he's been beaten at the last second. Now he's got to get back. Leeds are under pressure here. McNeil has options, two of them centrally waiting for it. They're appealing a penalty, and they're claiming he was tripped, but Enahoro-Marcus stood his ground. And did he body check him, Ben? Or was it something of a nothing and they've been a bit desperate?
Well, of course they're going to be in that count. So on the latter part, but I think you find with that kind of challenge, majority of the time outside the box, you get a free kick given for it, but always a bit of leeway as a defender inside the penalty area.
Chambers and Njinko. Vincent. Leeds have plenty of white shirts in and around the area. Vincent couldn't pick one of them out though. Chambers gathers. Turns it inside well to Vincent, who goes to ground. Doesn't look to be enough in that for a free kick. The referee has done all he can today to manage this game and let it flow, and that's another example of it. Now from defence to attack for West Brom. They're on the march. Poor through ball though from Francis Caesar allows Leeds to gather possession and clear, but for a split second, because Ombang's pass to Vincent has gone astray. Now West Brom come again. Just over the head of McNeil. Collected by Iddrisa. And with Dupont, who's just put his foot on things, which I think for Leeds gives them a breather and a chance to readjust the shape. Killer through ball. Ombang's come off his line to gather. He's done that. Still the danger is apparent though. Enahoro-Marcus and Philpott doing all they can to get back. Ombang with another interception. Another one's going to be needed. Devon Ombang to the rescue. 2 occasions. West Brom still unable to find a way through. And you have to say, excellent goalkeeping. That's
brilliant. It really is, because he initially thinks he can get out to the through ball that West Brom slipped in and puts the brakes on. Just in control of the situation.
Alker has a dig, blocked by West Brom. Pickles can have a look himself, but he's now had it taken it from him, and just seems when Leeds get to the edge of the box or in key areas, they're unable to show that class. McDonald's trying to try and change that now with a bit of trickery. I don't think the third trip was needed, but it was still good enough. It was never that good to do that. That must be an unbelievable feeling he's going through right now. To be that good to do it twice and go, actually, I'll do it again.
His head must be spinning, do that many pirouettes.
It's Chambers into Njinko. Oh, it's timely to turn onto his left foot, and a better finish. Carrick and Njinko, touch of class. Opened up his body when he needed to. West Brom went the other way. It's Leeds 1, West Brom 0.
That's a brilliant finish. Better composure when the ball falls to Njinko. They just work it well. Little pull back inside the box, just that extra touch to set himself, get an extra half a yard, and emphatic finish into the bottom corner.
Really composed, and just as I said, it just felt that every time Leeds got within range, West Brom were there, a bit quicker, a bit sharper. Carrick and Njinko with the split-second decision sends them the other way, and then a very calm and composed placed effort into that bottom corner. I don't think the way that West Brom have played will that will deter them. It's just really good for Leeds to finally be on the end of something where they can put the other team back in their place a little bit. You know, they're on home soil. It's a real statement of intent, that.
And a lot of games always decided what happens in both penalty areas, and you go back to the double save from Ombang. Moments later, we're putting the ball in the back of the net. Really ruthless in both boxes.
Good challenge from Vincent. The Leeds bench and fans are enjoying that one, and it will always go down well when a Leeds player puts everything on the line. Scott Garner telling his team get the ball and play. Chambers does just that, carries it into the West Brom half, tiny tug on the shirt, nearly got it through to Vincent, sorry, to Render, who just slipped. I don't think even if he stays on his feet, he's getting to the ball. You can understand, though, when you watch Sam Chambers at full flight, Ben, why Scott Gardner's shouting, get the ball and play.
Well, get the ball and run in his instance, because, as we said, he's got that 8 on his back end. I think his best position, or when his eye is best, almost old-fashioned box-to-box midfielder.
And behind here is French, and he went for an early sight at goal. Shot over the head suggests he thinks he should do better. Very difficult skill, that, to hit it first time on the fly and chip the goalkeeper. Overplayed by Alker when looking for Pickles, gave him no chance. Dupont has it and tries to play it wide. It's nearly overhits it. West Brom survive, but McDonald ensures not for long. Njinko again tries to twist away. Referee says there's a free kick in there. They're quick to protest. Good position, Ben.
Yeah, and I think for Njinko, he's had more touches in the first 18.5 minutes than he did the whole evening against Boreham Wood. Just the nature of being a number 9, I suppose. Certain games pan out that way, and does ever so well just to, yeah, turn, gets the contact, goes down. Great opportunity.
Alker and Pickles can both hit this, really. Alker is the one that decides to go for it, just doesn't get the dip on the ball. No issue getting it up and over the wall. Once it left his foot, though, that was only going one way. It's still 1-0. Good work from Enahoro-Marcus. His tackles have been on point today as McDonald couldn't keep it over the top to Ombang. First time for a while West Brom have maybe overhit a pass. A lot of their attacks from deep have been pretty accurate. Philpott encouraged to play it to Alker, which he does eventually. With offside appeals, they'll get the corner.
Yeah, real good build-up play. The movement was good. Pickles just rotating his position, gets on the ball deep. The first time, what seems like for a while, where just controlled possession, good movement, leads to this corner.
Back to Pickles. Back to Vincent. Keeper shouts for it, gets hold of it and ensures with his actions that it doesn't cross the line. One of those that once or twice a season you will see them bamboozle the goalkeeper, but not today so far.
Yeah, it's amazing. Every time it happens, the players always say they mean it as well, which I don't buy into, Tom.
I mean, that looked like a shot to me.
You'd be claiming it as a stat, wouldn't you? Shot on target, Gaffer.
Pickles. Crossfield to Render, who just has to check his run a little bit. I think he thought at first when that left the boot, it was coming in front of him. Real momentum switch, Ben. We had a good period where West Brom were making Leeds sweat a lot, and Ombang had a lot of work to do. And we just had a moment now where Leeds can put their foot on the ball. The tempo switched a little. Got a funny feeling we can't really rest on our laurels though, because I think the way that this game is being played once West Brom have it is all a little helter-skelter, a bit action-packed. We see it again here. McDonald said referee said it's a slip from McDonald rather than a foul. But just when you think Leeds were controlling possession and keeping it steady for a minute, they nearly had an attack down the left. The same can happen here as the ball over the top and it races down to Ombang. Vincent to Pickles. Splits the defence in midfield to Chambers, who turned it towards Njinko. It was a smidge behind him. And that's why the attack just slowed down, but Leeds with Render and Vincent, the two are not on the same page. And it's behind for a goal kick. But yeah, we're getting some really interesting moments. We're getting the game ebbing and flowing really nicely. Then we're getting one team having the possession. And then flick of a switch, it's all chaos again.
Yeah, it is, and they're working ever so hard. You can't fault the effort. It's just that little bit of quality at times when passes are going astray or not the weight of passes right, and that's to be expected. We said the other evening that it might take 3 or 4 games, even half a dozen, to get up to scratch of things and speed of the season.
Here's Njinko. Pickles to Vincent. Leeds have worked out of a really tight squeeze there into some good space, and Vincent didn't want to force things, so he puts his foot on the ball and goes back to the rest of the defence. Walking pace now for Enahoro-Marcus. Eventually West Brom are going to press him. He doesn't wait for that. That's a great pass into Alker. Philpott's got to get his skates on to keep it in play, and he does, and it'll be a corner kick. Flick on by Enahoro-Marcus. Leeds just don't have the time to have a shot, but they might go to rework it. Here is Alker inside to Vincent. He will go to ground. The referee points for a free kick. It's Leeds' turn to start getting the rub of the green.
Yeah, it is, and West Brom feel
he won the ball there, Ben.
I think he did get a touch of the ball, but it's one of those, he's having to go through Vincent first of all, and it's a similar position which a certain Anton Stack found himself towards the end of the game yesterday. We all know what happened from that position.
Joe Wallis will eventually direct his wall. Same two over it, Pickles and Alker. Looping cross. Would have been better, I think, for Enahoro-Marcus. They were not to know that, though. Vincent was about to pick that ball up. There's a real delay there. There's claims from one camp it didn't go out. Vincent now just has to take it from further up the pitch. Who'd have thought a throw-in could cause such a fuss?
2026, it's the fashionable.
Oh, where's his towel? Where's the 50-metre walk back? I'm not. And this is not me not criticising long throws. I think it's when they're done right, as Leeds and Mr. Ampadu have proven, they're very, very effective. But Harvey Vincent clearly isn't one that puts his name forward.
To be fair, it brings me back to dark days of this pitch. I used to get taken out onto this pitch for an hour every day and practice throw-ins. A career highlight.
Here is Enahoro-Marcus in possession. Looked for Philpott, cut out by West Brom. He lost possession, but he went and won it back straight away. And Philpott now has space to drive into. And that'll be, it should be a goal kick. It's a corner. From the angle we had, that looked like the last touch off Leeds, but of course we will take it. Your thoughts, Ben?
My thoughts is get the ball in the box quick before he changes his mind and try and punish West Brom.
Headed away by West Brom. Keeper's come for the second ball back into the box. Kick to West Brom. There's been a few points by the officials. And yellow card given to today's trialist.
It's a bit harsh, really. You think of the challenges that's gone on in the game. It's no worse than what we've seen, and I'm not seeing a yellow card just yet. Yeah, a little pull of the shirt, but it's a bit inconsistent from the referee.
The ball in for West Brom. Leeds will take that all day long. Reaching the half-hour mark. And Njinko's goal the difference. As well to win it back in a strong challenge as Ombang rolls it in front of Enahoro-Marcus. Vincent driving it to the byline. Render just gets caught. Leeds are in a good area there as well. And Njinko Render racing back because West Brom have spotted a counter-attacking opportunity. One they'll try and take with McNeil, but the pass has forced him extremely wide. Iddrisa's trying to help in support. Philpott's been beaten. Needs to get a block in because the shot will come. Render trying to stop French. Vincent doing the same. And it'll be behind for a corner. I think Chambers was the man that was throwing his body in the way. West Brom must feel at times how they haven't scored because they've had some cracking opportunities. Yeah, and again, Ombang does ever so well. I think it's his right leg to get a block in, and then the white shirts are back in numbers just to crowd West Brom out just in time as well. But again, West Brom look dangerous, don't they, when they get the ball wide and create 1v1s and be direct. Good work from Chambers. Rolls it into Alker. Leeds have still got work to do here. And they're outnumbered, but they have possession. Pickles. Chambers to Njinko. Similar area to where he scored the first. Pickles tries to follow him. Just doesn't get the dip on the ball that he would like. But the support play, Ben, really impressive.
Yeah, again, impressive play by Sam Chambers. Does well to keep possession. Initially plays the ball out wide and then good position, good numbers again joining the attack.
Francis sees it, puts the ball on a plate for two of his teammates. Still don't have time to shoot. That's thanks to the work of Vincent, who was just quick to pile the pressure on Parmar. Offside is Njinko. It's good defending, really, from Dupont, who just steps up when needed. Still 1-0. We've said this a lot over the years. I'm still going to say it. Be shocked if it stays 1-0. Just the way the game's been played, the effort levels of both, the desire to get forward. There is no nobody trying to see this game out till half-time. Certainly not West Brom, who were desperate for an equaliser. Ombang gets a relatively routine stop because there was no run in the box from French. He expected the edge of the area. West Brom's players not singing from the same hymn sheet.
Yeah, you expect the game to get even more spread out because the players have done the pre-season. They've done a lot of the hard work, all the runs that they've had to do to get themselves in good shape, and you can't still replicate the match kind of tempo and intensity, and the tiredness does creep in for the first few games. Bit of cramp will play its part as well, so yeah, it's important. Keep that clean sheet, try and add to it if we can, but sometimes take the sting out of the game, keep the ball.
Vincent drives inside to Walker. Wanted to play the pass, does so. Releases Chambers. Chambers in forward, motion to McDonald on the front foot. Leeds now into Walker. Just as he's about to pull the trigger, he's intercepted. McDonald gets in the way at the right time. Can anyone for Leeds have a go here? No, they cannot. And just when it was Leeds' turn to pick their spot in goal, like West Brom have had, they couldn't find the breathing room they needed. And again, as per usual in this game, here come West Brom. Behind French yet again, this time from McNeil. I think these two have had an agreement with each other of next goal wins. Smashing it forward, frantic pace, great to watch.
Oh, what a passage of play, and the recovery tackle from the West Brom defender, and is laying on the floor. Clearance, gets it absolutely smashed, the ball in his face. Stays down, and Leeds are scrambling around, trying to just create half a yard. Hopefully a bit of luck and good fortune to go the way it didn't materialise, and then West Brom were on the counter-attack, but yeah, another good ball from Sam Chambers, and this is a recovery tackle. Have that in your dish.
Far from ideal. You've put your body on the line for your teammates, and then when you've just relaxed, you get some stitched together leather smashed into your nose. Referee is going to stop things here because of a internet midfield. Space there, out wide. Maughan is able to get forward. Brenda gets back. Referee's asking for advice from his assistants. Goal kick being given. I think the delay suggests between the three of them, they've just made that up. Chambers faintest touches to McDonald, wide to Philpott, dangerous ball, and Njinko couldn't turn it goalwards. It's gone all the way across. What a delivery from Louis Philpott. Carrick and Njinko appreciates it, tells him as much. One of those where on a different date it's 2-0, 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, it is. I don't know whether it was just an awkward height or too much pace on the cross, but yeah, I think we're just expecting Njinko just to tap home, get his second of the afternoon, but longer this half has gone on. Sam Chambers and Pickles, the two midfield pivots, just dictating more of the game.
I hope that's been clipped.
I
Skills from coach Scott Gardner.
I really hope it hasn't, because we'll never hear an end of it. Scotty, any chance? You didn't do that 15, 20 years ago.
Even the shoulder.
Yeah, more of a handball.
It's
Sorry,
Pickles. Enahoro-Marcus gives the ball away. Takes his eye off the prize. Now Leeds are under pressure. Here's McNeil. Leeds get across with Pickles. Enahoro-Marcus has been pretty accurate in possession today as well. And it's one of those moments where he'll be delighted that Ollie Pickles was in the way, in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, excellent from his teammates, because, as I said, players are going to make mistakes. It's up to your teammates sometimes to dig you out of that trouble, and it's just another lesson when you're getting a bit tired. Just over 5 minutes until half time, and it's just to concentrate, stay focused, don't be giving silly passes away.
Yeah, the referee gives a call. I think that's the right call. I think it took a faint touch off a Leeds shirt. 5 minutes to go for the end of this first half. Not sure the Leeds players knew too much about it, in fairness. Goes to West Brom. Effort will come in. Ombang's missed ready. A rare mistake from Darrell Ombang, but whether or not the crowd of bodies put him off, it is one apiece. And the shot from distance from Ryan Colesby finds its way through. Leeds United 1, West Brom 1, around 4 minutes to go.
Right, but so disappointed in himself. Ombang, we don't need to tell him that. And yeah, the ball has come through. A lot of bodies, he's probably seen it late. I think he just tried to read it and took an extra step to his left, which he didn't need to do. Tried to rectify his position, and in doing so takes his eye off the ball, and yeah, gifted West Brom an equalising goal.
McNeil pick the pass, and West Brom have got one behind their sail again here with that equalising goal. Enahoro-Marcus That's a tap in. Is it offside? It will not be. The header wasn't cleared. And the ball in from McNeil is tapped in by Rio Parmar. And 2 goals in a minute have given West Brom a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, now the players look towards the linesman, hoping the flag goes up. It doesn't. It does look clearly offside, but didn't get the decision. Just goes to show you lose that concentration we're speaking about, and said in a blink of an eye, 1-0 up, down to 2-1 behind, and sucker punch just before half time.
Philpott's got a fight on his hands. McNeil's won it from him. West Brom have got the bit between their teeth. They're looking for a third. French looking for an angle to shoot. Shut down by Philpott. McDonald trying to take that away from them. They've been caught on the ball though, Leeds, who have been trying to break clear. Here's Iddrisa to French. First goal scorer Colesby looking for a way through. He's caught by McDonald. Referee not interested in a free kick though. Here's Dupont to Colesby. 8 feet from him. French picks his spot. Ombang gathers the second attempt. All West Brom then. Vincent nearly adds to that. Someone for Leeds needs to get it clear. They're not interested in hoofing it clear. It isn't the Leeds way. And they managed to actually start an attack. That's thanks to Vincent from Chambers. Now French. And Njinko was the target. They'll settle for a throw.
Yeah, and just trying to think. Wouldn't mind seeing the half-time whistle being blown by the referee. Keep it 2-1, but then we're pushing up the other end, trying to get an equalising goal. It's been a strange kind of half. There's been no kind of rhythm or one team dictating the play.
There goes the half-time whistle. Just a minute added. Frantic first half. Leeds were in front through Kenyon and Njinko, but goals from Colesby and Parmar have given West Brom a 2-1 advantage. Join us around 15 minutes time for the second half coverage. So Njinko's first goal of the season in the league gave Leeds the lead. And with the 2 goals to be conceded in the last few minutes of the first half, and Leeds will do well to not concede a shot here as they can. And the goal scorer of the second, Parmar, had that shot from a Chambers miss pass. Colesby equalised in the 41st minute. By the 43rd, it was 2-1 to West Brom. They were good value for a goal, without a shadow of a doubt. They had tons of chances when Leeds were under pressure. And they've got an opportunity here again to start this second half on the front foot. Thankfully, Sam Alker was there to stop that as Vincent clears. So Leeds go with Ombang, Vincent, Philpott, Pickles, Howson, Trialist, Render, Chambers and Njinko, Alker and McDonald. West Brom with Wallis, Maughan, Dupont, McNeil, Colesby, Parmar, Francis, Caesar, Iddrisa, Pinnington, French and Lucas. So Alker was urged not to foul the West Brom man, and he gets a set piece out of it as well. He wins Leeds a throw. Here's Howson. Vincent rides the challenge, still going. And again, couldn't do it a third time, and Njinko wraps his foot around it, does it again. Carrick and Njinko gets a pocket of space, slots this one in the opposite corner. It's 2 apiece. Take a bow, young man.
Oh, what a finish. His first one was clinical. This second goal of the match, even more so, and it was just hard work by Vincent, just riding through challenges, and then Njinko gets that half a yard on his left foot, and it's a devastating finish into the bottom corner. Goalkeeper, no chance. 2-2.
Parmar slips just as Leeds are under pressure. It's a big help for Leeds at the back, that. Goal kick given. Pickles does well. West Brom will put in the challenge and he's just split that midfield with a pass at the right time. Philpott gets it. He's Iddrisa try to close him down. Pickles to McDonald. Inside pass is available. He might go his own. Here's Chambers. On to his left. Tries to finish. Good save by the goalkeeper, Wallis. And the game is still being played at this fantastic pace. West Brom started the second half with a shooting opportunity. They've had 2 more since, and now Leeds could have actually been 3-2 up. It's just been the tail of this game so far. We'll get Ben's thoughts in a second once this corner's taken. Philpott under pressure, has to be careful not to pull the shirt. Ombang's racing back to get there. Now tries to close the angle. Great save. Philpott did all he could to put him off. But Daryl Ombang comes to the rescue.
Did so well because these are awkward. I've been there, and when the ball's just not falling nicely and you're the last man, had a couple of grabs of the shirts. Thankfully, the West Brom players continued, got his shot away, because if you're giving a foul and a free kick away there, it's going to lead to a red card. But Ombang does well, holds his ground, big save.
Vincent, great pass into Alker. Leeds of a 3-on-1. Alker gets it caught under his feet, and Njinko had to check his run to downside. Philpott's in support. Alker picks him out. Crossing opportunity. It deflects away, and that is a huge opportunity goes begging. You can't help in football, where you see an opportunity like that, just expect something to happen, but West Brom survive. And now they're on their front foot again. This game is not slowing down. The block from a Leeds defender gets in the way, and now Chambers can bring it clear. I don't want everyone to chill out. It'd make my job easier if they did, but this is football at its best in terms of attacking flair.
Well, yeah, it's definitely one for a neutral just to enjoy, because there's so much space, so much attacking football on show today, and probably not a game which, I think from the sidelines, from a coaching perspective, you're really enjoying, because there's no control from either team, and I'm sure that would have been the message from Scott Gardner and the rest of the coaching staff to his young Leeds team for the second half. Can you get that control? Can you try and dictate the play a little bit more? But first 6.5 minutes of the second half, and we're not seeing that.
Yeah, once Alker didn't play it there, very easy for us to see that, isn't it? He can't see it when he's live in the pitch. The pass to Render would have given them space, but that's what it's all about as a youngster. You learn on the fly. And Sam Alker's had some cracking contributions since he stepped into this team in recent months. Overhit pass. That's McDonald. Gets it away to Pickles. He's now got Vincent in space. And Njinko's made a darting run, but too far in front of him. Not a whisker away, he's frustrated himself, but it's nearly a striker's dream, that cross, just having to direct it goalwards.
I feel just trying to get a bit more whip on it instead of going straight through to the goalkeeper, but I like the idea, and you're right, just get a bit more whip on it. That run from the strikers or midfield players coming in spells danger for the opposition.
Confusion here because Leeds took the throw and waved down further down the pitch than West Brom thought was allowed. Here's McDonald all the way across, and Njinko is a closest Leeds player to it. I think he'd have had to throw himself at it, and I think like many in front of him, he thought West Brom were going to get a touch to this. Second time in the game though that the ball has just seemed to zip past his shirt at the last second. He's making the runs, it's just not falling.
Yeah, and maybe something they've worked on in training the last few days, just getting balls into the box. Plenty of crosses. And we've seen how much uncertainty it can give to defenders, goalkeepers alike.
Balls goes for a corner. McDonald's done well. Puts the pressure on just to squeeze the last opportunity out of it, and here comes Alker to take the corner kick. Good handling from the goalie. Wallis gets to grips and deals with it. Pickles gets caught. Chambers comes in to help. Two fair challenges. An unfortunate slip from French gives Leeds the ball back. McDonald takes it too far in front of himself, but Chambers is there to take it from West Brom. Can he find a shot? He can't. Render can. Great finish. Leeds' support play, first class once again. And now the finish to add to that. It's 3-2. Render gets his name on the score sheet.
There's been some clinical goals today, there really has, and what Leeds do ever so well, they take advantage because for a moment of time, West Brom had 2 players down in the middle of the park, and Sam Chambers just knew to step on the accelerator, drove with the ball yet again, which is done ever so well. Lays it off to Render, and yeah, his shot as he was almost kind of leaning back, just arrows into that top corner.
Colesby picks out Iddrisa. Philpott's got to him. Here's McDonald. Iddrisa does well. Philpott's got to do likewise, and does. Howson clears. Chambers beaten to it, but Colesby just fires it at Ombang. Howson does well. Gets the block in. Important moments for the Leeds, these, Ben, when they've got the lead. They couldn't hold on to it last time, but they did for a good 20-minute period. West Brom have just gone straight back, though, on the march to go and get a third goal. Taking it, it's going to be Alfie Maughan. Colesby. Well worked by Philpott. The goal scorer of West Brom's first was looking to pick his spot. Philpott trying to split the defence to Render. Njinko told by Gardner to keep up the press. It was the killer ball, Ben. Philpott's then managed to get back and defend. Interception can only slow West Brom down, though, not the attack totally. The ball is cleared, and I've got a feeling Louis Philpott will be gasping for air.
I was just thinking the same, because he does ever so well just to get possession back. Good position there by the Trialist just to clear the lines, but yeah, it's bombed forward. Couldn't quite release the pass or make it the decision on the ball at the right time. And then he's having to get back into position at the other end.
That's the safe under Ombang. Chambers does well. Right place, right time. Flicks it into midfield. Vincent needs to be quick here. So pull on the shoulder, so it'll be a free kick. Over the top to Render, good touch, and Njinko in for the finish, gets another, make it 3, hat-trick for Carrick and Njinko, all with his left peg. It's 4-2. And Render's vision to pick him out the ball from Philpott was in a tremendous last few minutes. And Leeds United now have a 2-goal cushion.
Absolutely delighted for Njinko, and we were saying about him hardly being involved in the game at Boreham Wood. Just wasn't that type of game, and for him to come back today and get a hat-trick, full credit to him, because it was a lovely team goal this time. Right to mention the ball from Philpott, but the run, the touch from Render, to lay it off to Njinko, and almost has the easiest task to find back of the net, and that 2-goal cushion's so key, but to get a hat-trick, well done Njinko.
Here's Colesby. Ombang just has a bit of light catching practice. Brom got to feel deflated as well. They've been so competitive in this tie. The two teams last year were only separated by goal difference in the league. Leeds just finishing ahead of them. Last time it was 2-2 back in October of last year. Goals from Louis Pirrie and Devon Brocky helped Leeds get a point. And you still get the sense, Ben, that West Brom will be bang in this tie. I don't think if Leeds got a sixth, they could lie down fully, just the way that West Brom have played. We'll see if they can get a fifth here, though. Ball in by Vincent. Here's Alker at the far post to try and finish, and hit off the post. Hits the frame of the goal, nearly fell for Njinko. You thought the net was going to bulge via the woodwork. It does not, and now West Brom are going for a third goal, and they get a free kick for handball. We can go back to that chance, which could have made it 5-2.
Yeah, and they were almost queuing up in the end. Just drags his shot a little bit, does Alker, trying to find the bottom corner. Could it be a big moment not to get that fifth goal, and you'd sense another goal for Leeds and it'd be the 3 points in the bag, but West Brom making a change. They'll still sense this game is alive and trying to get something out of it themselves.
That was Rio Parmar's last involvement, as he's replaced by Jack Bray, the goal scorer Parmar of the second West Brom goal, the one that Ben sat alongside me thought was offside alongside fellow Leeds contingent, the players on the pitch. Marcus loses out. Good tackle from Howson. McDonald is fouled. These are instances, Ben, where the Leeds are happy to get these little free kicks. It just takes the sting out of the game. It slows West Brom down.
Yep.
There's been very few of them.
Yeah, there certainly has. As I said, throughout the game, it's been played at breakneck speed. The tempo's been through the roof, but part of the learning development is you know when to play at that tempo, but from 4-2 up, you don't have to always be 100 mile an hour. You can take your time. Don't have to be a quick throw and a quick free kick. Don't have to go back to front. Within a blink of an eye, you can build up with your passing and entice West Brom out and hopefully utilise the space.
Njinko. Pickles wants it inside, and Njinko for now will go it alone. After using that left peg to score 3 times, why wouldn't you try and trust it for a cross? But he gets that one wrong. Referee brings the play back for a free kick. About 5 minutes since that 4th goal from Leeds. Pickles is at the near post. There is a West Brom player stood offside just to try and confuse matters for Leeds. Header over the top. Always going over the top as well from Pinnington. They just need that 5 minutes to adjust after the subs. Well, the game has been played at still at the same pace. Ombang's not had that much to do since the 4th, but do you also get the sense that that could change in an instant?
Well, yeah, it's just been that type of game, hasn't it? And going back to that Alker chance where it's hit the post, and I think someone said before a ball was kicked that you're going to need 5 goals to guarantee a win. It's going to be a bit crazy, but it's just been that way, there's been no control. It's ebbed and flowed as the game. And like I said, there's been so much space and opportunities for the attacking players from both sets of teams.
Chambers. He's just taking a breather for a second. Wide to Vincent. Nobody near that due to the power. McDonald will keep it alive though. To McDonald. Might fall to Chambers. Threw himself into it, hoping there'd be a tackle to make. Leeds back on the front foot from a strong challenge. Render and Njinko run the channel. Render may go it alone. He will do that. Another man that's looking for a goal today. This time with his left peg, gets tackled at the same time as he's shooting. We've seen tons of instances of that. The defending today, because both teams are under pressure, but some of the one-on-one stuff's been very good. As I say, that's not very good. That's not his normal job, though.
Does that go down as commentator's curse?
In my defence, it was as I was speaking.
Look, he also did say he couldn't see the game finishing 1-0.
I mean, I was... Yeah, come to me for football advice. I'm never wrong. Here's Iddrisa. Good block from Philpott, who had a very tough time of it in the first half in terms of relentless attacks down his side. That hasn't changed, but he seems to really enjoy the occasion. You can never stop every single attack, can you? But the same can be said for the other team. He's been able to get forward and have more joy than he did in the first half. It's been really good to see him get so heavily involved from fullback.
Yeah, and you can just see him there crouched down, sucking in the air, because it's covered a lot of the pitch, as you mentioned, up and down, non-stop, defending, attacking, and still got 20 plus minutes to get through as well.
Challenge that on the edge of the box from Leeds. Njinko putting the pressure on. Might be a free kick. Just got caught the wrong side. No complaints, Ben?
No, not all, and I think West Brom are wanting a yellow card.
So Philpott was the man booked. We're waiting for official confirmation of that earlier, and there is the confirmation, because the camera was off the incident from the free kick a few moments ago, and Philpott was booked, and he's been given a second in quick fire succession. So no complaint to the second. The first happened in back play. The referee went back to it. Now Leeds having to play the rest of this match with 10 men. Into the box is Colesby. Leeds have work to do, because the header coming in from Bray was near post. Hasn't gone out yet. Leeds need a minute to settle. They're not going to get that. It's now up to Scott Garner and his team to try and work on new instances into this team. I mean, Coburn Burge, you'd feel, will be told to get ready quickly. He is the left back on the bench today. It's a natural replacement. It's what they do further up the field to try and adjust things, because I'm very sure, Ben, they can't play 17 minutes to that left back.
No, and like I said, it's just a natural fit for Coburn Burge just to slot in on that left-hand side, and the change is getting ready, and that's a big chance for West Brom. Just a glancing header, a more meaningful contact, and then Leeds would have been in trouble, and you know, almost kind of gone from cruising 4-2 up to getting that red card, and we just never seem to do things the easy way.
So Render makes way for Coburn Bird. It's the change we expected. Of course, it's whoever Scott Gardner wanted to replace to try and tighten things up at the back. They're making two changes of West Brom. Letlat comes on. He replaces Francis Caesar. And Mohammed comes on, and he will place Iddrisa. So West Brom going for things. They have to at 2-0 with 2 goals to find, but of course with a man advantage. Maughan delays the pass, eventually gives it to Letlat, swings it in, it hits Vincent, here's Chambers. Massive 15 minutes to start the season, the first league game of the campaign for Leeds. Alker thought McDonald was making a run, he just rushed the pass a little. And that's what intense pressure does to you, you start to make mistakes. Header back. Good block from Pickles. Letting fly was French. Picked up by Mohammed, and now it's wide to McNeil. into Colesby. That pass wasn't intended for him. Not that he knew about it. Just cannoned off his feet and went back. It's an orthodox 1-2, shall we say, and it's kept the pressure on Leeds' defence, but Ombang stops that with a good catch. And with the forward lacking nearly at attack versus defence now, Ben, for 14 minutes, because Leeds are just going to put everyone behind the ball and try and hold on. West Brom are doing the opposite.
Yeah, and concentration levels are going to be so key, especially when the body's going to be tired, but can we keep hold of the ball? And this is a good situation.
McDonald out wide. Here is Bird. Slips as he went to cross it. It'll be a corner. Leeds still showing they've got a little bit on the counter attack, which is good to see.
And that's what they're going to try and do, because yeah, we're going to do a lot of defending, but you've got to offer something going the other way. And fair play and good credit to the Leeds side, getting good numbers forward, getting the corner kick.
It's a Vincent. It's a flick of the studs, but can't get a more meaningful touch. Chambers the same. Now West Brom can break with Pinnington. French makes the run. Pickles is a bit stranded at the penalty box. Well worked away by Howson. An easy catch again for Ombang. Those are the sort of deliveries Leeds are desperate for. And we'll have a break in play here with around 13 minutes to go.
I'm just unsure whether it's a bit of cramp or it's a knock for the trialist, but again, a dangerous situation, but Leeds just get back in good numbers. You can see there Johnny Howson shouting to the players to push up.
West Brom players explaining to the referee that what they expect to be done here with the stoppage in the game. Players are going to receive a drink, and there will be a change. And that now means that Freddie Lane's going to come on. Trial this afternoon is now over. Just trying to work out what they might be doing with this team, because they don't have another centre-back that they're putting onto the pitch. Freddie Lane played right wing-back for the 21s last year. He was one of the starting wingers and forwards in the 18s Youth Cup final a few seasons ago. Is he about to go play centre-back? I don't think he is, but he's making his way there. Yeah. This could be new ground.
Making his way there slowly, and I don't know whether he's just saying, as Pickles dropped in, is it a back three? But what he's got to have to do is just get up to speed of things really quick. He's going to have a lot of action coming his way.
See, it does look like Pickles has dropped in, which of course takes a natural midfielder out of the equation as well. So there's been a formation switch of sorts. It's Ben's job to work it out. That's because I can't.
Thanks for that.
It does look like it might be just a flat four with Lane at right back, Ben Pickles at centre back. And then gets his first touch in a position that he's more comfortable in. Vincent playing in front of him as Njinko gets to it. Really important to keep hold of it. Chambers from McDonald. Chambers skips away. Really good feet from him. Wanted to play the pass, but wasn't fully happy with the circumstances around it. So back to Lane it goes, 10 minutes to go. Lane to Chambers. Brom got there just ahead of him. Here's Maughan. Bray putting the pressure on Freddie Lane. Pickles back to Ombang. Ombang's clearance is intercepted by Mohammed as Bird gets back goal side. The West Brom team say there's a foul there, but not given. Howson brings it clear. West Brom in possession with captain Dupont. Across to Pinnington. Vincent dispossessed. Curling effort, not too far away either from Alfie. You thought when it first left the boot, Ben, that might have been dipping in. Still 4-2 though, thankfully.
Yeah, we're right behind with the angle we've got here, and you can see what he's trying to do. Set it outside the post, curl it back in. Wasn't a million miles away, but another moment come and gone, and Leeds ticking closer to that full time.
Here is McNeil. Chambers gets there in the way, and McNeil wins a throw-in. Now we're trying to get past. McDonald can't stop him. There's a cut back on for French. Instead he goes near post. And Leeds survive. Boy, would West Brom have that opportunity again if they could. For all the good West Brom play, Leeds scrambled even better. There's a man light. They found a way.
Yeah, they did, and that's what you're going to need when you are down to 10 men. Those blocks, interceptions, just become so more vital, getting into the right position.
Free man at the far post. Leeds have switched off a little. It will be a goal kick though, recovered well with Lane. Into the final 6-7 minutes we go. Pickles caught on the ball. Deflection doesn't go West Brom's way. Thankfully for Leeds, it is Howson that's going to regather and now drive into space. Even better than that, he releases Coburn Bird, who's got Alker and Njinko alongside him. Tad behind, and a chance goes begging to seal the deal at 5-2. He's got to be careful now because they have 5 white shirts, make it 6 inside the West Brom half, and now they're outnumbered at the other end. Chambers deals with that with a exquisitely timed sliding tackle. He wants a helping hand, he's not going to get one, so now San Chambers has to put the team on his back and carry this forward. He brushes that challenge and he goes all the way to the far post of Vincent. Vincent was looking for Njinko. Lane keeps it alive. Lane nearly gets it caught under his feet, but we can say it's a bit of trickery. Gets it clear to Ombang. been 12 or so minutes since the red card, and I don't want to tempt fate and jinx it, so we won't talk too much about what the future holds in the next few minutes, but so far so good. But in terms of adjusting and adapting, and yeah, Brady, you look a little bit, but the effort levels this team put in over the weeks and the months, and from their first game thinking they should have won that, and then a tough defeat in midweek. You'd have to feel they get a rub of the green now and again, and they're slowly getting there, but there's still such a long time to go. You'd feel with stoppage time as well, there can be no more lapse in concentration. Colesby will look to try and exploit that with a meaningful run inside. He does well. Both teams appealing. Referee consults and gives a corner. Bird's been given a few instructions for those behind him. That's because he's not fully on the near post. It's over the top though to the far. Lane gets up and the pressure tells, yes, it's a corner, but that was nearly a free heading opportunity. Lane puts him off. Yeah,
it does well, because you don't say it's his strongest part or natural part of Freddie Lane's game. Heading balls clear, but just jumps into the West Brom player to put him off. Didn't get a clear or precise contact, but another corner kick to defend.
Here's Colesby. Strong driving shot. Howson gets across. Great work from Ombang and Howson. Two of them diving desperately to ensure that this scoreline stays at 4-2.
Just the experience to be alert and alive. Is the only defender in a white shirt who reacts, gets back.
Vincent gets there. Pickles caught on the ball. Howson nips in again, but now West Brom have the numbers and they find a finish. Far too much pressure. I mean, when they got the ball there was about 5 shirts on one. It's 4-3 with a few minutes left.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was just tiredness, but the whole team really switched off. As you said, they're trying to push out, but can't really push out when we're not in control of the ball, and the numbers advantage countered. Not only 11 v 10, but 4-on-1, finds the bottom corner, and it's going to be a nervy stoppage time period as we're approaching that now.
Yeah, Jack Bray, the goal scorer. Well placed finish as well. I mean, Ombang was at full stretch. Now rode the challenge as well. Ombang, tremendous reactions. That was going in. And Bray managed to bounce off Pickles, get himself in a shooting spot, and that was goal bound. There's no doubt about it. Darrell Ombang, we hope in a few minutes' time, has saved the day for Leeds United.
Oh, that's a brilliant save. It really is, because full stretch, bounces just before it gets to his left hand, made it even more difficult.
Good work from Lane. Pickles clears, but not as far as he would like. West Brom appealing for a free kick, and they get one late on. That was the referee's decision as well. Linesman hadn't given it. So pressure on once more for Leeds. Free header. Pinnington goes for it. Shot's going to come in. Pickles smashes it as far clear as he can across Thorp Arch's pitch here this afternoon. Desperation for Leeds now. Nobody goes past the centre circle. Lane gets it away. It's going to fall to Dupont, who's going to try and spin and turn. Lane stands his ground. There's a desperate appeal for a penalty. And the shot will come in inside the 92nd minute. There hasn't been a board shown either for stoppage time, so we'll do this off the cuff in terms of how long is left. It's only adding to the tension really, Ben, because it's we had like a 10-12 minute period where Leeds were just doing enough, and now it's panic stations galore.
Here it is, and I think the good option is to go long here. Just push up, get the ball away from our goal, or far from it as possible.
Here's McNeil. Bird stands his ground, and again, it's just a case of going as long as possible. Njinko was offside, so they've been told to bring the ball further up the pitch. Bird has just been told he can reapply the boot. West Brom were doing all they can to get an advantage to attack, but the referee rightly stops proceedings. Here's McNeil. Howson hacks it clear. Referee's a glance at the watch. Njinko's just trying to get in the way of things to try and slow this down. West Brom might get one final opportunity here to attack. Referee steps out of the way in case there's a pass centrally. Instead it goes wide. Back to Maughan. Cross will be deep. There is bodies there. Bird just adjusts his feet at the right time. Vincent can't bring it down. Letlat can. West Brom just have so many numbers. Here is Colesby. It's over the top, but it's via a touch from a Leeds leg into the 95th minute. Corner to come.
Just be nice, referee, and blow the whistle. Put us out of this pain we're in, because back to the wall stuff, and just think of the opportunity and the space is going to open up, but another block, another deflection.
Keepers up. Wallis was able to get to that thanks to Ombang's intervention. He's now racing back as Njinko gets caught trying to make the challenge. Chambers stands his ground. Scott Gardner screaming no foul. There is a foul the other way though, on one that will be greatly received by Leeds United's 21s.
Yeah, there's going to be no rush here. You could hear the screams and shouts from the sidelines, don't foul. And they did ever so well, Chambers and the hat-trick hero Njinko, just to win that free kick, take some time out of this game. Hopefully that will be it.
And there goes the full-time whistle. Massive effort from Leeds United's 21s. They had to go through a range of emotions across the day. They were under pressure. They showed real killer instinct in the final third. Njinko got a hat-trick. Render arguably got one of the goals of the day as well with his neat finish into the top corner. They had to play from the 73rd minute with 10 men after 2 yellow cards as well for Philpott. And the goals from Colesby, Bray and Parmar were not enough for West Brom to salvage a point. But the first league game of the season ends with 3 points for Leeds United under 21s. And thank you very much for joining us here this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.